Hello, today we are going to solve one comprehension type question from UGC NET paper 1. Here we are given one comprehension or passage, and from this we need to solve this question with four options and we need to find the correct one. So let's start. Unquestionably, a literary life is for the most part an unhappy life, because if you have genius you must suffer the penalty of genius, and if you have only talent, there are so many cares and worries incidental to the circumstance of men of letters as to make his or her life exceedingly miserable. Besides the pangs of composition and the continuous disappointment which a true artist feels at his inability to reveal himself, there is the ever recurring difficulty of gaining the public ear. Young writers are buoyed up by the hope and belief that they have only to throw the poem at the world's feet to get back in return the laurel crown, that they have only to push as a new light in literature. You can never convince a young author that the editor of the magazine and the publishers of the books are practical body of men who are by no means frantically anxious about placing the best literature before the public. Nah, that for the most part they are mere brokers who conduct their business on the hardest line of a profit and loss account. But supposing your book fairly launches its peril or only beginning, you have to run the gauntlet of the critics. When you are a little older, you will find the criticism is not much more serious than the byplay of clowns in a circus when they beat around the ring, the victim with bladders stuck at the end of the long poles. A time comes in the life of every author when he regards critics as a comical rather than formidable, and goes his way unheeding. But there are sensitive souls that yield under the chastisement, and perhaps, after suffering much silent torture, abandon the profession of the pen forever. Now, let's see the question. Here we are asked that effective way of tackling criticism is to defend oneself through print media, to be vocal about one's craft, to become a critic of one's own art and start analyzing its merit, and the last option is to be gracefully glued to the artistic exercise. Okay, as given towards the end of the passage, that a time comes in the life of every author when he regards critics as formidable rather than sorry comical rather than formidable, and goes his way unheeding. In this portion we get our answer that effective way of tackling criticism. Criticism is to be gracefully glued to the artistic exercise. While paying no heed to the critics. While paying no heed to the critics. Therefore, the correct option is the option B. Sorry, option D. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much.